All right, Corey, I am at your place, and I'm sure you've done Google Street View or whatever of this area, but I just figured I would give you a look. So this is the place. Obviously, you know the layout. The garage is on the right side there, on, I guess it's 7th Street North, and then the entrance is on 18th Avenue North. But right across the street here, there's a pasture. It's quiet, got some horses, a couple little houses over this way that are in pretty good shape. This little nook is actually pretty nice for this part of town. And walking through this house, this duplex, I think you did really well. I didn't look very closely at this deal because I don't love this neighborhood, but this little nook is relatively nice, and this place that you bought is pretty nice too. So I'll walk you through. There's a couple challenges that if I were you I would deal with sooner than later, but I think in general it's pretty good. Okay, so first and foremost, most of this stuff you probably already talked with Courtney about, so forgive me, but the lawn is in, there's a lawn under there. It's just really long. It's like 8 inches long. So I would get somebody over here to mow and maybe trim back some of these bushes sooner than later before they cause you a bigger problem. Got a cool little place out here. If somebody moves in with kids, I'm sure they would have plenty of fun out there. And so there's a walkway here to the right, which leads to the staircase that goes downstairs from the exterior. And you can get to the garage from back there. And then the main entrance to the house is right here. So walking up, you've got a little ramp, and heading in, it's actually in great shape. You've got a little fireplace there. I think that this staircase going down to the basement was either expanded or maybe added at some point, because it really cuts into the middle of this living room area here, but it's fine. I mean, it's something you can work around. But in all honesty, if you're going to use this as a duplex, you might have somebody put some joists here, just across this stairwell here, put some subflooring in, and then you could run tile or carpet all the way across here and make this room much bigger. And if you got rid of the staircase underneath, you could expand the basement by a good, I don't know, 150 feet or something like that. So maybe a long-term plan. Anyway, so this is the main area here. The kitchen is in good shape and it's nice. The house is generally in good shape and it's nice. The carpet is pretty rough. It needs to be replaced. There's stains, and there's lots of spots where you can see, like, it looks like they had cats that kind of dug at the edges, and it's seen better days. But I mean, there's not a lot of carpet here. I think you could replace most of the carpet pretty cheaply. So to the left, there is entrance to 2 bedrooms, and then you've got a little Jack and Jill powder room here that walks through that door into another bedroom. So I'll head down the hall this way. And you can see there's some kind of stain right there in the carpet too, and it's wrinkly. You could probably get all this carpet replaced for like $400. So this bedroom off to the left is a good sized bedroom. It's probably 12 by 15 feet. You got this open area over here to the side. There's no closet though. And it's not necessarily a big deal as a rental. I mean, people are gonna want a place to put their clothes, but they might have a dresser or something like that. But if you have the time and the funds, I would have somebody frame in this little nook over here and just build a closet. It's going to make it a little more attractive to renters, but if you ever go to sell it, you wouldn't be able to count this as a bedroom without a closet. So that's something I would do. And then this is, I guess, your master. It's a little bit smaller than that one. It's probably 12 by 12 feet. But just for your reference, like this window here overlooks the front of the house. And then this is that door that goes back to that Jack and Jill bathroom. And then you've got a little walk-in closet here that is probably 6 feet deep. And then there's a little nook right here that's another 2 feet deep or so. Here's the challenge for the upstairs. The biggest issue that you're gonna have to come up with is there's no shower or bath upstairs. And so there's not any way you could rent this as a separate unit as is. So you need to add a shower into here. There's not, I guess you could do a bathtub, but the way they have this set up as a Jack and Jill, it would take a lot of demo. So probably the easiest way to do that would be to knock this wall out back here and put a little shower in there. You need like another 18 inches or so to do that. But you could put a shower in there. You've already got plumbing right in this area because I'm standing next to the toilet and the sink. And you could just get a little shower insert, like a 3x3 foot shower insert. And what that's going to do is in the closet back here, you're going to lose basically this hanging space. So your closet is going to be much less deep, but you got to do it. This is going to be a smaller closet, and you'll have to move the access to the attic as well. So you could take this access here and just move it over here, and then have your shower right there. So essentially, this is probably 3 feet wide right here. When you put that shower in, you're probably going to have more like 18 inches. So you could put shelving there or just smaller bars to hang clothing. But yeah, I mean, you got to have a shower up here. Obviously, you're not going to get the place rented out. So that's how I would do it. And I'll take a look downstairs and see if there's decent access for the drains. The supply lines are easy. I'll finish touring up here. But this kitchen is big and there's lots of counter space. As a rental, it's going to be totally fine. I think part of the challenge is there's not really a dining space or a place really to put a couch or a TV. People will figure it out and it'll be fine. But the kitchen's huge, lots of space. Cabinets are relatively new. The appliances are relatively new and look like they're in pretty good shape. This is much nicer than you would find in most of the areas in this part of town. You've got tons of counter space. And then towards the back here, you've got a little laundry room that's got a bunch more storage space in it too. So that's nice. Got a door going out to the back. A couple things to consider that you probably would have talked with Courtney about. It looks like there's one electric meter here and one gas meter. So I'm assuming the utilities are not split. So the easiest way to do that typically for us is that we just charge a slightly higher rent and include the utilities. Courtney might have a different way that she likes to do that, but that's, we found for us personally the simplest way. So anyhow, come down here, I'm in the basement unit, and kitchen is over here. This is the exterior entrance over there. And then bedroom is down this way, and then here's that staircase. And so what I was saying was, if you're going to use this as a second unit, you could eliminate this wall altogether and get rid of that staircase and then push out this room 4 more feet. I don't think that's something you need to do right away, but like long term, it would add space here, and then you might be able to add a second bedroom. So what you could have a setup like this. If I'm coming in from the exterior, I've got this exterior door to my back, right where this stem wall is here. You could just continue this wall all the way across, and it would meet up with the corner of that wall. This would be a new bedroom. You'd have to figure out how to get access. Maybe you have a hallway right here, and it would be a small bedroom, but you might have a little hallway right here, and then you'd access this other bedroom this way. It's possible. And this bedroom's huge, by the way. This is probably 12 by 18 feet. It's a big bedroom. You've already got egress windows, which is great. Another challenge that you might have if you were to make this a 2-bedroom place is that this master bathroom, there's only access through the bedroom. But I mean, a basement apartment's got a big soaker tub. There's a separate shower. It's got tile all around. This little door here, there's a sump pump behind there. So your plumbing is not below grade. And so there's a pump that all the sewage and gray water goes into this, basically a garbage can buried in the floor, and it gets pumped up and out to the sewage. So that's neither here nor there, but just keep in mind that takes occasional maintenance. And if it fails or backs up, you can imagine the problem that you might have in this basement. So that's something you might set up like on preventative maintenance and just have a plumber come once a year and take a look at it and service it. There's laundry hookups here. It would be tight to get a laundry set up in this room, but it would work. And you've got a lot of carpet in the bathroom. This carpet down here is in much better shape. I think it's got a little life left in it. So anyhow, come back out here. You've got storage underneath your stairs here, which of course, if you got rid of that staircase, you would lose this storage, but I think it would be a decent trade. But yeah, you could fit a little bedroom in there. So yeah, you'd have to figure out how to get access to that bathroom from the common space as well if you added a bedroom. And it's still kind of funky. I mean, like if you have guests over, you have to send them through the bedroom to get to the bathroom. But it's not that big of a deal. So your little kitchen is over here. You've got like a little dining nook right there that's like 6 by 6 feet. You could put a couple tables and a chair there. And then this is a perfectly functional little kitchen. You've got enough counter space if there's just one or two people living here. Your electric stove here. And then this is the water heater and the furnace for both units. I know I'm really close and you probably can't see much of what's going on there, but this is not an ancient furnace, but it's not brand new. I would guess this thing's probably like 15 years old, but it's probably got plenty of life left in it. Yeah, so this is perfectly acceptable little place. You've got a sub panel here. So my guess is that the electricity here is feeding off of the main panel from upstairs, and then they brought down 100 amps to the basement and then split off the power to service the basement. So that's nice. Usually when you have one electrical service panel, that only one unit can control it. If there's an electrical problem or a fire in one of the units, the person who lives in the one without the panel doesn't have any way to control it. So that's a nice safety feature.